To Q Kolomea's video on YouTube called Why Vlog. In his video, Q is curious to know the intents of vlogs created to share personal information and private thoughts on YouTube, and he wonders the effectiveness of them if the intents are in fact to make personal connections. He wonders how much of a human connection is actually being made. I myself relate to this curiosity and questioning of the ability to make human connection over sites like YouTube. Like Kolomea mentions, YouTube is primarily used by the public for entertainment and amusement purposes. So it seems kind of strange that people would use a site like that to post personal information for on a site that other people use for entertainment. Had a change, or I saw a different perspective when of these kind of sites when we went over them, when we watched a few of them in my English class. When I saw some of these videos of people sharing their personal stories on YouTube, it made me feel a little uncomfortable to watch, because I myself use YouTube to watch funny, videos for amusement. But I was surprised by the response of the class. People really were into it, and it appreciated them, the honesty and the vulnerability of the people creating the logs. And so that for me showed that it may be possible for people to actually make human connection on these video sites. Another thing was, although these videos are not as popular as the funny videos, the comments left on them, I noticed going through these that we went through class, was the comments left on them were positive. And even though there's not as much on these, those comments to the people that made the vlogs was probably worth it, meaningful to them, and worth the risk of them making a video that that divulged their personal information and private thoughts. So that in itself, I think, makes it worth the person's while. Even though these personal videos are not as popular as the others, there's something to be said. Like Q mentions in his video, there's more people making it, and I suspect that the people making them also view other videos like the ones that they're making and create a kind of community that supports each other. And in one vlog or video log on YouTube that we saw in class, one of the girls who made it, well, the girl who made it, she said specifically that the friends that she makes on YouTube and the comments that she receives are authentic to her, and people that she considers true friends, realer friends than people in that she has in her physical everyday life. And so that also definitely changed my perspective. So although, most of us do think it's kind of strange to put personal information on YouTube, it may change. It may become, YouTube may become, or other sites may branch off from YouTube and become primarily for, making friends and communicating via video logs. another thing too, even if don't gain popularity and don't get much hits, it seems that these video logs do something cathartic for the person making it, and that in itself could be something very valuable, even if you know, no one ever watches their vlogs. I'm thinking the difference between them making a video log and not putting it online for public view um, is that they don't have a chance, or it's not as liberating, and there's not the possibility of some kind of reassurance. You know, if no one, the most of the comments I noticed on those videos that were shown in class and were personal videos, most of the comments were positive, so that was really encouraging. And I think other people who think it would be a good idea for themselves to make these vlogs to share themselves as maybe a way that they hope for them to better know themselves. It's encouraging for them to see the positive comments on the other sites, and that's what probably motivates them to also publish their vlogs, which I think is great. I personally think this is an uncomfortable process and wouldn't do it unless I was forced to, but definitely respect the people that do get something positive out of it and think it's great. And I think that, like, whoever is not interested in it would quickly, if they come across a video that was personal information by chance, and I think they just wouldn't watch it. I don't think, in most cases, they would just, you know, if they're on YouTube to watch something funny and they come across something, you know, private and personal, they would just go to the next video. So I don't really think that it's a problem. I think the people who are on there, you know, for human connections don't really hinder the people who are on there for not. And so ethically, I think everyone should, you know, keep using YouTube and other mediums in ways that they find positive and enriching to their lives. And